We're live. We're live. Yeah. Is my mic all right? Thanks for coming in, UK and Savannah. I am starting to feel better. Thank you. I hope you're all well, having a good weekend. Right. Okay, UK, straight into putting links up. Thanks for that, mate. Appreciate it. And that'll probably carry on for a while. Thanks, mate. Melanie Speakman. How you doing, Melanie? Good evening. I hope you're resting well. I know Melanie, guys. She's a nice person, and she goes through hell with a couple of illnesses she has. So keep well, Mel, and have a cosy night. Make yourself a brew and just watch this for a bit. Okay. Sparky Shack, how you doing? It's a brand new thing, guys. Hiya, Spiky. No worries. Claire's coming to say hello. No worries, Spiky. Thanks, Blue. Right, crap. What was I saying? Yeah. Where it used to be a Friday, it's going to be a Saturday from now on. More regular. With a difference, really. It's not going to be as, I don't know, interrupted as last time, or as intense as when some moments have come along, or like with Crinkle and things like that. And I have to cut all that out. I don't mean get rid of him altogether. I just mean just try and cut the bullshit out and things like that, and try and crack on with just a mellow chat and different topics and that. So yeah, I'm good, Sparky. Thank you, Michael. I'm good. How you doing? All right, Michael. No worries. It's like I might come on, I might not, do you know? But you're always welcome, mate. You know that. Yeah, great. Okay. Open topics, open subjects, whatever you want to talk about, guys. It's up to you. So, I don't know, Eamon. Is Eamon in? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, Eamon McCann. Thank you, mate, and thanks for your support. Amanda W. as well. Hiya, how you doing? Thank you. I could be Crinkle. Kernow. Kernov. No worries, Michael. Sparkies. No, I'm definitely not Crinkle. I'll just let people come in and just chat amongst yourself, guys, if you like. Anything you want to bring up, it's up to you. I have not been able to catch up with many things this week. Been a bit under the weather, but got through the worst, and it's kind of just fading out now, thank God. It's been a nightmare. not being able to get out as much and things like that, even though I have, and maybe I shouldn't have done, going into damp places and things like that. But it's kind of hard for me not to get up and go out there and do something. So, anything interesting you guys have been up to this week, up to now? I'm getting better, Michael. I haven't spoken to Claude for about 5 days, so last time I spoke to him, he was all right. So if anything were wrong, he'd give me a call. But for now, he's resting away and he's all right, as far as I know. Kung flu. Yeah. It's all right, Melanie. No worries. You can come on for a chat if you want. What I'll do is all you have to do is, I'd love Melanie to come on, actually. Melanie was a neighbour of mine. She moved out, not because of me, or I hope it wasn't. Right, Melanie. See that there? Click on it and come on for a chat. She'll be going, oh no, I can't do this. No, no, no. Ooh. I know what she's doing. Yeah, I've known her for years. Michael, it's all right. I've not spoke to you for ages on a live, so you're always welcome on, you know that. Uncle Ray Batch, thanks for coming in, mate. Nice one. Oh, Fat Fingers, I've just noticed your comment there. Hang on, just let me go back. There's no one backstage, guys, so there's never a rush, as you know, but Fat Fingers, this guy here, okay. I was at B&Q in my own town, and I was about to walk in as this guy walked out with a brand new trowel, plastering trowel. This guy's a plasterer, guys, and a good one as well, from what I've heard. So if you're local to Wigan and you need some very good plastering done, Fat Fingers is the guy to get in touch with. But as I was walking in, he was walking out, he was staring at me, and I thought, what's this fella staring? Looked up, he's still staring. And I'm like, oh, I can't stand people staring at me, right? Next thing, he just went, Deanology, right? I went, I'm trying to, do I know you? And things like that. I went, nah. It said, it's all right, I watch your stuff. And you went live last night, didn't you? I said, oh, yeah, I did. Yeah. He said, yeah, I watched a bit of it. Like, I said, all right, cheers. Like, so Fat Fingers, nice one, mate. Yeah. I don't often get recognised that much. In fact, you said to me, I hardly recognise you. You look different. I suppose I do when I'm on here compared to when I'm outside. But anyway, mate, thanks for your nice little conversation you had with me, and I hope you keep busy with your plastering work, mate. I do believe you're very good, and I hope you keep a lot of work going for yourself, mate. Thanks for coming in, mate. Raja. Raja's there, guys. He's everywhere. He's Raja. I don't know how he finds time for himself. He's that busy supporting that many other people. It's unreal. I think I had my beanie on, mate. That could have thrown you. That might have been it. It's a bit cool, weren't it, that day? It's getting cooler now, guys. Clocks go back. I think, is it next week? So, yeah, darker days are coming, colder nights, more expensive electric bills and all that. Winter. I don't mind winter, to be honest. I don't think we get it that bad these days. We've had quite a few mild ones over the last, I'd say, 10 years. Quite a few mild ones. I remember back in 2010, I think, or 9, it went to a -20 over here. It went mad. A good week. The snow was 3, 4, 5 feet high from round about where I lived. Freezing. The worst I've seen it. But since then, quite mild, I think. So it's not too bad when it's like that. Certainly is, Uncle. Let's get winter over with and get back to next summer as soon as we can and start enjoying ourselves. Hopefully without another lockdown in between. But if we do, just let's make the most of it, guys. You know, no panic buying and all that. You know, let's stay sane. A couple of guys backstage. House of Mushroom, how you doing? Thanks for your support recently. Appreciate that. Yeah. Do you know what though? With weather forecasts, they do my head in. Because they're only about 50% right, I'd say, on average, over a year. Stealing a living, these weather presenters, I think. I've seen you though, biker. I just thought for once I'd say hello to everyone because I've only been going for 13 minutes. So yeah. In fact, I'm going to bring Steph on before you, pain. You always have to put a comment in, don't you? I'm here, I'm waiting. Have you not seen? I'll bring him on now and get it over with, guys.
Should all enjoy the winter. Because when you get to summer, you'll start whinging about how hot it is.
Stick your winter straight up your ass. Bring on summer 12 months a year. Winter can just do one as far as I'm concerned. Hey, mate, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. Other than fucking shingles, but yeah, I'm doing well.
All right. I know you mentioned that before. Like, so has it got worse, better, or the same? Or
I've still got it, but I'm not aching as much, so it must be getting better. I'm still contagious, I think, but other than that, so I can't go around all my girlfriends and such like. I can't do out with them. So I'm keeping everybody clean and sweet. So that's it.
cool, mate.
Plus,
I mean, all right.
Yeah. Plus, I ain't fucking spare room as well.
Daddy Oka, are you doing Timber and Alligator Software as well? Thanks for coming in. The Shingles sound like a good band.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. The Shingles.
What the band called the Shingles?
Probably.
It reckons it would be a good name for a band.
Yeah, but were they a band called the Shingles? I'm sure
there might have been. There might have been. Don't know.
If you type in YouTube Shingles and then like music or something, there'd probably be a band come up or even a song called that.
Mate, if I type in Shingles on YouTube, I'll get me coming up with my fucking scabs all over. I'm going to try it anyway. Let's see what we get.
Just filter it by like
Oh,
music
you're right.
videos.
Let's see what we get. I'm gonna try it, Steph. See what we get. Whatever we get, whatever I get, I'm gonna post link and you can have a look.
There it is. You don't need to look any further. That's the band there, guys. That's the name of the band.
Eddie and the Shingles.
So thanks for digging that one out, UK. There's a family called the Dingles. That's a TV family, isn't it? That one.
Emmerdale. All I can find is just pictures of shingles, mate. There's not going on. I'll post you a pic. No, I won't post you a picture of mine. You don't want to see them.
Don't even know what it is.
It's basically chicken pox, mate.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a form of chicken pox, should I say?
Thought you'd watch Emmerdale, Mel.
And what are you saying? It's getting cooler, do you know? It's freezing.
It's not freezing yet. There's no ice about. That's when it's freezing.
No,
Yeah,
it's
but when
getting
you're
cooler.
outside, when you're going out to work like I do early in the morning, it's freezing outside.
What? As in you've got ice?
Yeah, so some of my co-workers tell me they've got to scrape ice off their car windows.
All right.
Well, I've not seen that up here yet, but it's definitely getting cooler, you know.
Yeah, I've not seen that up here either yet.
In early in the morning, it's normally between, I say, the highest, like warmest, is about 7, and then it will go down to maybe 5.
I know I got into the car today about 10 o'clock, and it was 7 degrees at 10 o'clock, according to the car. So, yeah, we're cold this morning. There may be some frost around, but I never saw any.
Well, I leave my house at 10. Not 10, I mean 7.
Well, we're only in October still, so, I mean, you know, December, January, February.
Yeah, I hate this time of year, mate. I really do. It's depressing. Autumn.
Not depressing.
It is. Autumn.
No.
Everything looks dirty and miserable. You've got leaves all over. Everything's dying off. It's just miserable. I hate it.
Yeah, but then you have Halloween, pumpkins.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to go trick-or-treating, mate, at my age.
Plenty of leaves still left on those trees. Like I said, November.
When you get to
really
summer,
starts
though,
whittling down, but
when we get to summer, none of you can whinge then about it being too hot.
I never whinge about it being too hot, mate.
nah, me neither.
You wait. If you whinge about anything in summer, then you are hypocritical.
No, I never ever whinge about summer.
Is there anything you whinge about, Steph? Or are you totally whinge free? Are you superhuman?
I'm superhuman.
Thought you might be.
The way a good mindset, yeah, is that I can't quite. Someone said this, yeah, in a book, right? I'm trying to remember it now. It's basically thinking what is in the now and not thinking in the future, because if you're thinking in the future all the time, you're going to miss out on stuff in the now, right? So when you're whining about how cold it is, then like you'll get to summer and then you're like, this is rubbish. Anyways, that makes sense. So instead of crying about it, you should concentrate on the better stuff. So like doing indoor activities more.
Right. Do you mean people in general, or
anybody that cries about the weather should take advantage of it?
I personally, in my 53 years, I've never heard anyone cry about the weather. I've heard them moan and whinge and probably act a bit more colder than they actually are and go more than they're actually hot. But cry, nah.
I don't moan about weather. I just fucking hate winter, and that's it. End of.
Well, it's people's choice to do what they want, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Some people love. I don't mind winter because, like, when I walk through the woods or wherever, it's a different scene. It's picturesque in its own way. I think when it's like windy, wet, and cold, that's. Would you go for a walk through that, Steph?
Yeah.
So -5, 40 mile an hour wind, and just completely pissing down.
Yeah, I don't really
You
care.
would. Yeah, probably.
If I go out magnet fishing in that kind of weather and I get soaking wet,
But I used to go out with my dog.
Yeah.
I used to go out with my dog in all types of weather, so it's never really bothered me as a weather. But I just hate winter. That's it. End of. Bring on summer. Can get my kit off, and there we go. We sorted. Might not be to everybody's taste, like me getting my kit off, but I do it.
It depends how you're going about as well, because like my mum, she used to love winter. Do you know what I mean? She really did. As well as summer. You don't have to hate one and love the other. But when she started getting arthritis in her fingers, she couldn't go out as much in winter. So, but it doesn't mean she disliked it. It was like a bit frustrating as she couldn't enjoy it as much as she used to.
I like some sights that you can see in wintertime, don't get me wrong, but I just hate wintertime as a whole. I don't like it. It's cold, it's miserable. I just like the heat. I like the warmth and everything else.
Yeah.
I don't mind snow when that comes, yeah, that's good when it comes. It's a pain in the ass where I live at times, but when it comes, yeah, fine, that's good. But other than that, I just don't like winter at all. I hate it.
so you just don't like cold and rain.
I don't like winter. It's not so much the cold, it's just everything that winter brings with it. It's just, I don't know, I just don't like it. I like springtime, summertime, late autumn, and then that's it, done with, finished.
You mean Christmas stuff?
No.
I think we're on about weather, actually.
Well, I just said, is it because it's the cold and it's raining? And he said no. He just said Christmas. He just said, what was it? Bloody.
I didn't mention Christmas at all.
No, what you said before, the day, whatever it's called, the year.
Spring, summer, late autumn. That's what I like. Keep your winter. I don't mind the snow. Right, it looks nice. Right, it causes a lot of problems, especially where I live. But yeah, it looks nice. Other than that, you can keep it. That's basically what I said. I didn't mention Christmas.
Yeah, I think we'll change the subject because there's so much antagonism going on in this one for some strange reason. But I'll just crack on anyway, seeing as it's my channel.
Yeah,
Sarah, I'll bring you on. And thanks, Beaky Blinder. I'm glad we did change that. You have to accept that people either like something or they don't. So, you know, if you like something and someone else doesn't, tough shit. How you doing, Zara? Muted, as always.
She's buffering that.
She always is. I think she's probably in a bad, I don't know. It could be the room or the actual area, both. Or she'll get there.
So happening, it's slow.
I'll just leave you there, Zara, for now. If you can fix it.
Try turning your camera off because it might help with the signal.
So anyone who's joined, let's have a look. Most loudest. Hello, everyone. How are you lot doing? Big dog. Winter, a bit grim. Looking into the fall. Alligator, how are you doing? Okay. Beaky Blinder. And Dave Datura. Yeah, I thought I saw you there, mate. Yeah. Winter on its way, like it'll lump it. How you doing, Alex? Althorpe, how you doing, mate? Me, how you Lather? Thanks for your nice comments and support, Al. Appreciate it, mate.
Zara, you've got some connection issues, sweetheart. It's not working right good.
Jump off and come back on, Zara. That might be. Try that. She probably can't hear us, so I'll just remove you.
I think she can hear us, mate. She was just muted.
Right. Yeah, Paul, how you doing? Black Sabbath, right. What, you listening to them now, or you just like listening to them? UK, thanks, mate, for putting these links up and things like that. I know I don't have to ask with you, but I do appreciate it. I do take notice. Thanks very much. Caneo 2021. Not that familiar with that name, but okay. You're welcome.
That's a new one, is that one, isn't it?
Yeah. Word up, everyone. Okay, no worries. Right, we can crack on with anything you like. So we can get this new weekend live going, you know.
Queen Bee's got to be live.
There you go, guys. You heard it. Queen's Bee. What time?
I think she's going to go live 10 minutes after 9.
Oh, that's nice for her.
10 after 9. Right.
Yeah, good luck to her.
So there you go, guys. Queen Bee's going live. As I always say, you know, many people go live at the same time or thereabouts. So, you know, never ever feel guilty about jumping off and jumping over and whatever. I think Film Boy might have gone live as well. I saw that notification earlier. And apart from that, I don't know.
Not a clue, mate.
Gypsy might do. Gypsy always goes live.
I say, like,
Because you'll go live at random days, random times.
Yeah.
The only one that's live now, other than yourself, is Audit in Wales.
I thought you was new, mate. Canio. The topic is any topic you like, and it'll be more than one topic. So if you want to bring something up, it's fine. I'm just trying to get a feel for a different live now. Friday's gone, so we'll try Saturday and calm it down from what it used to be like before.
It's just a different day. It's the same live.
Yeah, but with it won't be as, it'll be a lot calmer than before. Are you doing, Cheryl?
How?
What do you mean, Steph? How?
Because it's the same style of live stream, but just on a different day. So I'm just curious to how it would be different.
Because there's certain topics and conversations that won't be involved in this live. So, does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Cheryl H, how you doing? Thanks very much. Whose birthday is it?
Someone's birthday somewhere every day.
Do you know, Steph, you're being very, very flippant tonight for some reason. This ain't like you.
No, it's fine. We know.
What?
We know, don't we?
I don't know what that means. This is how I am all the time.
Mate, this is a side I've never seen of you. Google
I'm
flippant.
like this all the time.
Google flippant, mate. You find out.
What word?
Flippant. Flippant.
Flippant.
Yeah.
Whose birthday was it?
Paul.
Just seen that.
Paul
Paul.
Yeomans. Yeah, Paul Yeomans.
Oh, Paul.
Yeah, 69 today, I think.
60. I thought 70. I'm a year out. Sorry, Paul. I thought he was younger than that.
I'm sure it was 69. Positive.
Does when you have the emojis for the 3-leaf clovers, every time I see them, I think they're broccoli.
"41, he's only a young'un. Bless him. He's just out an opposite, lad." Let's discuss those who cannot see through the bullshit and why.
Oh, I didn't mean to put that one up. Sorry. In fact, you've spelt that wrong. You put bill shit. Are you talking about overpriced electricity bills? Bill shit. I'm sorry, mate. I know what you mean. Spelling mistake. If you want, no problem. We can do that. But I'm going to take my time leading up to things.
Bullshit, yeah.
Mike Barr, are you right? Savannah Barr, are you any relation, Mike, to Savannah, who comes in from time to time and says hello? How are you doing? Irish broccoli, Eamon. Yeah, that's a good answer. Paul, how old are you? You've not said. You don't have to.
He did. He said he was 40. He said he was 41.
41.
Yeah. That's what I said. He's just out an apples.
Still young. Still young.
Mate, we're all as young as you feel.
Absolutely.
I'm still 18 in head, mate. I'm telling you now.
Same here, but God. I'm 53 next week.
You fucking old bastard.
I know.
I'm not. I'm not 53 next week at all.
I know, you're 63. I meant
Yeah,
61. Sorry.
No. My next birthday is a milestone.
You're not 70, are you?
No, mate. I'm sorry, I'm 80. Twat, I'm a fuck. 58 next.
Why is that a milestone?
Mate, it's a milestone because I've made another fucking year. That's why. I've lived another year. It's a milestone. That's what you do when you get older. Each year is a milestone.
Sverky Shack, let's stay with this. Sverky Shack, are you doing 51? Not bad. Over half a century old, mate. I bet you know fuck all. Compared to a 20-year-old, mate,
Yeah,
you're nothing.
That's exactly it, mate. I'm 57. I know jack shit. These 28-year-olds, mate, they're fucking more than me. They've lived more than me. The fucking
There's
worldwide
no such thing as
experience.
Experience doesn't exist. Sorry, me and Biker are just being on our regular level of humour. The House of Mushroom, are you into all this star sign stuff? Because I'm not sure about all that.
I'm interested. I mean, in all honesty, I think it's bollocks, but I'm interested until you convince me otherwise. Right, I'm a Capricorn. What does that make me?
Is that a goat?
It's a leprechaun.
Is it bollocks? It's a goat.
Is it a goat? Capricorn, yeah.
Yeah, it's a goat. Apparently, it's a rampant goat. Apparently, so I'm told.
If it's a Yorkshire goat, it's definitely rampant, guys. Tell you that.
That's it. Yeah, that's what it is. Rampant
that's a
goat.
guarantee. That is.
A rampant.
And Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Yeah.
How do you even know what one you are?
What?
How do you know like which one you are?
Well, if you look at your date of birth, look when you were born.
Just give us a minute, mate.
All right.
Go on, Dyke.
If you look when you were born, right, and you've got a birth sign, whether it be Capricorn, Sagittarius, Pisces, Virgo, whatever, and you get a star sign assigned to the month that you were born.
Okay, so that's how you find out.
Yeah. So if you Google what star sign you are on the month of your birthday, it'll tell you what birth sign you are.
What's a month? Is that the 2000?
Right. What year were you born? What's your date of birth? Just don't give me year. Just give me your day and the month you were born.
The 6th of April.
Right. So Google what the star sign is for April. I think that may be Pisces. I'm not sure.
What
But
star sign is for April?
Yeah, just Google that.
Aries, which I cannot read what it says.
It says what?
I have no clue. I can't read it. It's Aries.
Yeah, Aries. Aries. So, what symbol does that give you?
A V.
A V. Let's just have a quick look, see what that is, what Aries is.
Because I've done the Chinese ones and it says that I'd be a snake.
Really?
Yeah.
I shouldn't admit to that, mate.
Why?
Oh, right. Aries. That's a ram. From what I'm looking at, anyway.
Or he thought it was a snake, but he's a ram.
Hello, Zara. We can hear you now. We can see you.
Oh, hello. Hello, I've got
good
an
evening.
extra guest today.
Oh, look who it is.
Good evening,
I know
extra
who you
guest.
are.
Wave. Everyone can hear you.
Hi, Poppy. How you doing?
Poppy, put it in.
Good.
I'm going to
she
have to
said
watch
good.
my language tonight. No,
She's no, you don't have to. She's used to me. But she's really, really big into the Chinese signs. So what you've just been talking about, I've just said to her, the first thing she does when anybody comes in, she's like, what's your date of birth? What's your year of birth? And she's like, oh, are they coherent with mommy? Oh, are we going to get on? So I've just said, do you want to go and get your Chinese chart on it? Do you know where it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to get it?
Yeah, sure.
I think it'd be quite interesting.
go
people.
get it. I'm interested here. It should be fun. This.
Some fun.
Hi, Claire. How you doing? I'm
No,
sorry.
honestly,
I'm
it's
just.
so funny.
Oh, I'm sorry, Zara. Just one sec. It's because
Go on,
Mark's in the
I
Kiwi.
apologise.
No,
Oh,
don't be silly.
hello.
It's David Byrne. Right. I haven't blocked David Byrne, so how do I unblock him? Whoever's.
It'd be on your list, mate. If there's any blocking going on, you should have it on your list if he's blocked.
Yeah. Right. Give me a minute. Because I've had no reason to. That's what's bugging me. So sorry, Zara. Just carry on. I'll just try and sort this out.
How old's your little one, Zara?
She's just turned 8, but she's like the size of an average 5 to 6 year old. She's a midget like me.
Right, right. Because she's 8-year-old, I will watch my language while she's on it. I really will.
Oh, listen, there's no need. She literally
No.
watches like stuff. No, honest to God, like she she will tell you I have like a relationship with my children where I say to them, tell me the truth, tell me what's being said. And she's like, you're a fat little bastard. And I'm like, do people really say that? And I was like, well, how do you feel about that? And she was like, well, I actually laugh. And then I think it's quite mean, on the other person. And I'm like, it's okay to have a sense of humour. So we have like an open sort
Yeah,
of, she knows
I can understand
she can
how she can sort of relate to you with what's going on with her, and she can relate back to you with what's being said. But what I'm saying is the sort of language I come out with in general, I will curb it wherever she's on. That's just maybe my age, my etiquette, whatever. That's something I will always still love. So that's just me. That's what I will do.
That's just respectful on your behalf, and I appreciate that. Like, I don't.
No, it's not a problem.
Honestly,
it's not a problem.
I respect that.
I know when to curb it and when not to.
Oh no,
David, you should be unblocked.
She's just gone for a Chinese calendar. She loves to tell people. She loves to tell her teachers, which is the most embarrassing thing, parents' evening. And she's like, my dad is a sheep and my mum is this, an ox, I think. And she says, and all it says on the ox is beware of the sheep. They'll bring you nothing but pain. And she's like, it was true. And she never listened for years. And I was like, oh my God. It's so funny.
I'm intrigued with what she comes up with in my birth sign. I really am.
Oh,
tell it hurry up, will you?
I know.
Shout.
I know.
Shout. Her. Say, come on, get your ass into gear.
Oh my God! Literally said that. Have you lost it, sweetheart?
Can't find it.
Don't get
Oh
distracted.
no!
It's in the kitchen.
I checked it, but it isn't there.
Oh, never mind. Come back. Come on, we can always Google it. Don't worry about.
I didn't even get upset.
What?
I didn't get upset.
I know you didn't get upset. People are waiting for you to give them the reading.
David Byrne, I've just unblocked you. And Daddy Orca as well.
Sorry.
Do you think that's got YouTube blocking him, mate?
Well, I haven't, because I've no reason to block David or the old Timber, Daddy Orca, yeah.
Well, your mods can't block him. They can only silence him or put him on timeout.
Closer here.
No, it's fine, and I've not seen any trolls with the same name as well, so I don't understand. It's happened before. I think it happened with Claire Redwood. Spikey might have happened with UK Transparency, I think.
I think it's something to do with YouTube, isn't it?
I don't know.
Certain keywords that somebody comes out with and they block them for some reason. I'm not sure.
Yeah, David, Daddy Orca, sorry, apologies, but if I'd have blocked you, then I'd have said to you, what's the point in you coming back in? I'd block you. Go away. But yeah, bit weird, but yeah, Yvonne, I know on the night as a mod, you can get rid of a comment or, block someone on the night, but from the channel, I have to do that. And,
Yeah, that's what I said. Mods can't block from the channel.
An ox and a sheep and stay away from each other, me and Dad.
A rogue mod about Lordy. There's quite a few actually.
No,
but
I think he's just said he's a snake. Do you know?
Yeah.
About the boar and the snake?
No, the snake and the ball.
Do you want to switch headphones and then you've got a mic? I'll put them both in.
Yeah.
Go on. Right, everyone can hear you now. Tell them about the boar and the snake. Is that okay, Dino?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's the mic. Put that in your mouth. That is
What was it about again?
I don't know. You said did you tell them about the boar and the snake? And I said no, about me and Dad, about being the ox and the sheep. I
Oh,
told them
yeah.
about that. So go on.
Hiya,
Whatever you
Matt.
want to talk about, let's just go. Say hello. That's Dino. That's
Hello.
my friend.
Hello.
Hello, little one.
She does look like me, doesn't she?
She does actually. Yeah.
She's just. I've just said to her, "Is that me or you on the camera?"
How is the
Go on then.
Shakespeare coming along, Poppy?
Mum, that's too far.
He just said, "Are you listening? You actually listening?"
Yeah.
He just said, "How's the Shakespeare coming along?"
Good. Coming along good.
Excellent.
Are you going to tell us what animals we
Wait.
are?
Push it back into your ear. Somebody's just said a comment, you missed it. Are you going to tell us what animals you are? She can't find a calendar, a Chinese calendar, at the moment. I think Mum's moved it into a different drawer in the kitchen, haven't I?
I've checked the old kitchen drawers, not there.
Have you? Okay. Never mind, don't worry. We'll sort it.
Right,
But-
Poppy, do you know what the symbol of Capricorn is?
Pardon?
Do you know what the symbol Capricorn is? It's a goat. What is
The
that?
symbol of Capricorn.
Mm,
Do you know the star signs?
Yeah.
Like Virgo, your don't worry, you're laughing
So
at.
someone just
On your
commented something.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
so what would the Capricorn be in the Chinese symbols?
Leprechaun.
If Capricorn is a goat, what would it be in the Chinese symbols? That's
It
January.
doesn't go by that. It goes by your date of birth.
Okay, what is the
So
symbol
you
in
can go
Chinese for?
January. It depends on the date, and it depends on the year of your birth, doesn't it?
Yeah, year of your birth.
So
Right.
dependent on your year of birth.
Right, okay, January
So it's
1964.
completely different thing. Oh, I don't know. I'm really gutted. Why haven't you got your blooming calendar when we need it? I think I hid it from you because you kept doing it to all my friends.
Yeah, you did, to be honest.
Oh, what is your mother like? Get her told off, lass.
So, do you want to say something before you go, or look? There's a lot of people watching you right now.
I know that.
Is there anything that you would like to say?
No.
Would you like to tell the story? Because people find it quite funny.
What's that?
Am I a sheep or an ox or what? I can't remember.
You're an ox and Dad's a sheep.
So do you want to tell people? Don't look at me. Look at that. Look at that little camera there,
Okay.
and tell them exactly what you found out. Go on.
It's funny.
It's funny.
Come on, we want to hear this, Poppy. You can't get out of it now.
Okay.
Let's have it.
Do you want to hold it so you're happy
Yeah,
with your
hold
own
it.
view?
So, if you're a sheep, then
And who's a sheep?
Dad.
Dad's a sheep. That's
Yeah.
the funniest thing because he's quite an aggressive person, isn't he? He's a
Yeah.
sheep.
And if you're an ox,
Hang
and
on. You haven't started the story off very well. How did you find this out? So you got a Chinese calendar gifted to you from that Chinese woman, sorry.
China, from that China.
Don't make me backtrack. Just that. So yeah, the China woman gave you
Why do you say China?
right.
Zara, shut up and let her talk.
No, because she does it so fast and she's so funny. I think
Look,
she's trying to get it over with.
Let her talk then.
Go on. Go on, Pops. I wanted to talk how she does to me because she's just the most funny person I've ever met in my life.
Right, Poppy, go
So-
on, go for it. What is the what is the sheep
You
and
Yeah.
right? Go on then.
You
What's
got
the
the
sheep?
scroll thing, didn't you?
Scroll thing.
And it says on it the months and the years. So explain. How did you find out?
Okay. So I asked my mum and dad what year they were born. Then I got the Chinese calendar and checked. My mum's an ox and my dad's a sheep. And if you're an ox and you're friends with a sheep, then they're most like, and the sheep is probably bring you trouble.
Right.
Can you remember? Can you remember the words on it?
Not that one. Not many.
Ox, stay away from sheep. They bring you nothing but trouble.
Oh yeah.
You found that really funny, didn't you?
Yeah, but I just started telling everybody, didn't I?
I know you did. I know you blooming did.
But why does the sheep bring an ox a lot of trouble?
No worry, Matt. You get bus straight there.
It doesn't explain that.
It doesn't explain that. It just
Huh.
tells you to stay away
Ah,
from
right.
it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just good life advice, really.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be great if you could have told everybody what they were, but
So
perhaps
based on
next
that,
time, yeah.
Yeah.
so based
Do you
based
want
on Poppy's advices, we all stay away from sheep. Is
That's
that
a
right?
good idea.
No,
Mm.
it means
Yeah. We all stay away from sheep. That's what
Yeah.
we've got to learn.
no. I'm the
Oh.
ox. That's what,
Yeah.
that's why are you turning the camera to me? That's what dumbfounded me because I'm the actual ox, aren't I?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm thought I was always the follower. I was always the quiet housewife, but I'm the ox, and
Yep.
he's the sheep, isn't he? He's the follower. What a douchebag! Can I just say, I'm really sorry. I have not covered anything out of Poppy. Poppy,
Yes.
can you put the headphone in for one more moment? I'm sorry. Can you just say goodbye to everybody? Because it's a bit rude if you don't.
I do it all the time.
Good night,
Bye.
Poppy.
Oh, say goodbye.
Bye.
Good
There
night,
you are,
Poppy.
Poppy. Thank you so much for coming on my channel and saying hello to everyone and showing how respectful and how beautiful you are and how clever you are. So thank you. And you're always welcome back on as well with your mum.
You're gonna say thank you and good night. Good
Thank
night.
you. Good night.
Good night. Take care,
Oh,
sweetheart.
pleasure. Good night, sweetheart.
Good night.
Don't be really
Good night.
Shakespeare when I tell you to go to bed. Okay. Thank you. Sorry. She
I
does
got
look
the
like me,
thingy.
doesn't she?
She does very much, yeah. How you doing, mate?
She's a little white
How's it
version of
going?
me.
Yeah, she don't talk as much as you like, but yeah, what a little star she is.
Absolutely.
She
She's
doesn't
way
talk as
above her
much
years.
as me.
Way above her years. I know this because I've spoke to Zara and she spoke to me. She brags about Poppy and you can see why, can't you? So,
But I'll tell you what animal
I'm
you
not
are.
even
'cause I got it
bragging,
on the
I'm just
phone.
telling the truth. Have you?
Go on
Yeah.
then, Steph. What animal am
Oh,
I?
she'll be
You have to
gutted.
tell me what the
Go on.
numbers are.
What numbers do you want?
Let's see if it's true. Do you want to bring mine up and see if it comes up the correct
What-
one?
What name? What,
Yeah.
I
what
was
num-
born September 85. That should be, I think I'm the ox, Poppy said.
No, I've got the
I
one
believe
where it
Poppy.
has like 2000 and like the date for it. It says by the 2021. That one.
No, I mean what year you were born matters and what month you were born. You can't just be 1 year old.
No, I mean, well, I don't know that stuff because I don't know about dates.
Oh no. Okay, so the Chinese years, they go off the month that you were born and the year that you were born, and that's why her Chinese calendar, it was on a canvas, and it's like you can scroll it out, you know, like a canvas mat that you can roll out. That's why she loves it so much. I had to hide it from her because she was embarrassing me. So my friends were coming in. She was like, "You two aren't meant to get on. He's a giraffe, him." And I was like, "Oh, Poppy, just go upstairs."
Right, I've got it all listed up in front of me now. Right, according to my year of birth, I'm a dragon.
Yeah.
Check me out.
Year of the dragon.
I'm the dragon. Yeah. So what's
Are
yours,
you
Zara?
sure?
What you? I'm positive. I'm just looking at it now.
Oh, I'm September 85.
So
Go
you're
for it. I should
1985.
be an ox if it's correct.
85. Yeah.
If
you're
anyone
an ox.
else asks.
Yeah. You're an
Yeah,
ox.
I'm an ox.
Yeah.
October 1990.
Right, I just need your year. So 1990. Let's have a look. Oh, this is well interesting. This.
You are a complete liar as well.
Do you know you're an horse?
It's a
You are the
90.
worst liar.
Yeah, you're an horse, mate.
You were
I'm
born
a-
in 1990.
Well, I think I should gallop back to 1968 then.
That's what I thought, mate.
What do I know?
Mate, I would stuck with an horse, mate, because if you're 1968, you're a fucking monkey.
I'm a what?
You're a monkey.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to say that anymore, lad. You're not allowed. We also have
Anyway, that's the end
bathrooms.
tonight, guys. Thanks for watching.
Right, Steph, what's your year? What's your year of birth? Go on, I'm going to find you out.
6th
What
of
year?
April,
April what? What year?
2001.
2001. Does it go back
You're
that far?
so young.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a snake. Right. Oh, anybody else got any V8 chat? Let's have a look.
How did we get into this? And how come the fuck we've been on it for so long when it's kind of shite, really?
No, it's funny, mate. Is this? You
Oh,
went
it's
from,
funny, right?
Right.
yeah, you
you
went
know
from
what
an
you
horse
can
to
do?
a fucking
Mythological
You know what you
and
actually do?
not accurate.
mate, you went from an horse
So,
to a
right.
monkey.
No, hang on. It's not accurate. Right. So can I ask? Right. Do you know what animal? What year was your birth? What animal are you from your year?
It's a monkey.
You're a monkey. Okay.
It's a
So,
monkey.
I'm an ox.
You're an ox.
If
I'm a
you put-
dragon.
Okay. So if you put in a monkey and an ox, right, and it will come up with something, and it will say these are supposed to get on because of like kindred this or that, or they will say these people should stay away from each other because they will
Right.
only be trouble. So let's do it. And it's true. Did 15 years with a sheep. Did it wrong. Didn't look at my Chinese calendar.
Right. I'll just go through the Chinese zodiac signs of personality based on what you are. Right. So, Dino, you're a monkey, right? Apparently, you're sharp, smart, and curious. Zara, you're an ox, so you're diligent, dependable, strong, and determined. Do you know, I think that's quite apt, is that? Steph, you're enigmatic, intelligent, and wise. Phew, well, okay. Right, me, where am I? I'm confident, intelligent, and enthusiastic. Fucking get in there. I'll go with that one.
Yeah, I agree with what I am, with what you said, but I'm
Yeah,
also
yeah.
lots of other things as well. But if that's my main thing, then it's wrong.
It's very variable, isn't it? You can.
Oh, this site I've got is quite funny. we've got lucky signs now under your zodiac signs and what? Yeah. Right. Let's go with Ox. Right. Zara, what is your lucky colour? If you've got
I
one.
always go with red. Red. I
Right,
love
okay.
red. Red
Well,
lipstick, red nails, everything.
Right, I would lose
Very,
that, mate.
very discreet.
Yeah, no, I would ditch your red stuff, mate. Just get rid of it. You need white, yellow, or green. Right, what sort of
Piss
flowers
off.
do you like?
No.
What's your lucky flowers? What would you say
How
that you
weird is
like?
that? I've
Yeah.
painted my hallway yellow, and I've painted my kitchen green. Just
There you
recently.
go. There you go. So, what sort of flowers would you go for
Oh,
if you
I'm
had to pick a flower?
I can't.
Right. Okay.
Always, obviously, my daughter's called Poppy. I
Right.
go with poppies.
Right. I don't know why.
Anything that is.
Crinkle. Just give us an hour,
Crinkle,
mate.
yeah.
Not now.
Right. If you got to go in one direction, north, south, east, or west, which would you go?
South for the heat.
South. Yep. Yeah. That's your lucky direction. Right, Dino. Right. You being a monkey. You're going to live this one down. You. Yeah. Right. Right. Shut up. What sort of favourite colour would you go for?
My favourite colour's green.
Right. You ought to change that to white, blue, or gold, mate, because you're a retard then. Right. What sort of flower would you go for?
A deathly one, so I can give it to you.
Okay.
Something with a poison thorn.
Right. So that's going to be a chrysanthemum then.
Yeah, I was thinking of a buttercup, but...
Right. Which direction would you go? North.
I don't know, do I?
Listen, I'm going to give you options here. Shut up and listen. Would you go north, northwest, west, southwest, east? Which would you go?
West.
There you go then. That's your direction, mate. Right, Snake. That's Steph. What's your favourite colour, mate?
Sexy purple.
Sexy purple. I'll stick to black, red, or yellow, mate. You're on a loser there. What sort of flower would you go with?
Sunflower.
Have I fucking missed something here, guys?
Will you shut up? I'm doing this Chinese shit here.
No, it's fine. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Right, Steph, you need to go with an orchid or a cactus. Spiky as fuck. Right. All right, unlucky things. This will be a good one. Right, we'll go with Ox first. Unlucky numbers, Zara. What's your unlucky numbers?
I don't have them. I've never betted in my life. I've never
Right.
gambled. I've never.
Okay. Right,
anything.
1 to 10. 1 to 10, pick one. What number don't you like in the numbers 1 to 10? Go on, it's not hard. You've only got 10 to go to.
Up to 10? No, I mean, why? How can you dislike a fucking number? It's like
I don't know. I had not a fucking clue. I'm just reading this Chinese chart here, and it just come up with unlucky numbers. So I'll give you an option. Pick a number between 1 and 10. If you pick it, then that's your unlucky number. If you pick it wrong, then it's your lucky number.
the
Simple.
most ridiculous question I've ever been asked in my life.
Right, listen. I'm just reading this out. I didn't fucking write this shit. Right?
Listen. This shit has been round for many years and has healed many people. So let's not mock it. Let's not laugh at it. You've had it on a stupid
right
website.
No.
And how can you
this-
fucking dislike a number? Come on.
I don't
Come on.
know.
How can you dislike a number? Okay,
I
I
don't know.
dislike.
It's
Do you know
like
what-
disliking
do you know
a
what this
piece of
reminds
grass,
me
isn't
of?
it?
A bad episode. A spoof episode. A spoof episode of Sesame
Well, I'll tell you
Street.
what. Right.
Like
Let's see if I can. Let's see if I
the
can
number
read.
2, and the Big Bear comes in. Count Dracula goes 1, and there's 2, and then we
Right.
dislike the number 3. Oh,
Right.
it's
Let's
Jewish. Like,
let's see
what
if I
the
can
fuck?
Let's see if I can
No.
rephrase this based on
Can't
this
dislike a number.
fucking Chinese chat. Right. Between the numbers 1 and 10, what number would you pick that you would think would be lucky? Does that make it easier?
Okay, I dislike the number 7. I dislike the number 7 for its curves.
Right. Okay. For its
Its
curves,
angles.
for its
For its
angles. Right.
angles. I just
Right, so-
dislike its angles. Yeah.
Right.
The
Well,
evil number.
I would stick with number 7 because that's your lucky number then.
No, it's not my lucky number. It's the one I hate.
Well, according to this, that's the one you like.
My lucky number. Well, if the app says so. My lucky number is 2. 2 or 9. Always. I don't know why. Always works for me.
they come up as well. That's fine. That's fine. What's? Oh God, this is even. I'm going to
So
bin
the-
this one. I'm going to scroll down because it's shit. What's your unlucky colour?
Skip all this. It's boring.
It is, isn't it? It is.
Unlucky colour.
Yeah.
Have you just
That's
what
it
that's my unlucky? Oh no, blue.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sign of
that's what it
misery.
says.
No.
That is exactly what it says. Yeah, that's exactly what it says. Your
No.
unlucky colour is blue.
Brings you
I'm
down.
cursing
No.
you then, aren't I, right now?
There you go. It works. Right, monkey. What's your unlucky colour?
I don't give a shit. Anyone who's joined, thanks so much. And I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I know we had 347 people in, and it's gone down to 55. Thank you.
Listen,
Next week, it'll be part 2 of this subject.
Listen.
Not.
I got fucking roped into this. Right, I'm going to bin that. I'm bin that website now. Right.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to go buy
Do you know
a
what?
real calendar
More-
of a Chinese woman.
Right. Right. What I've got up now
You all
is
get
I've got.
to do what I get to do and blame it on the kids. It's my
Right.
daughter. She brought your numbers down, Dino. She absolutely
Right.
dropped your number.
Right. So based on this, the website I've got up now.
Oh, I just knew
So
the adults find it funny laughing at the kids.
I've got the Chinese porn
It's
site on.
hilarious.
So based on that, right. I mean, I like to put the Chinese porn site on, Dina.
What?
It sounds like you're saying porn.
What is it?
It sounds like you're saying
Go
porn.
on.
No, I can't go there. That's rude.
Do
Can't do it.
it. Do it.
No, can't do that. It's a bit iffy, is that one?
I am Master Sounds UK. I'm very sorry.
I think it's me that should apologise. I got roped in. I was coerced. Arms up my back, handcuffs, a lot, mate. I was coerced. That was it.
Yeah, I'm a bit speechless, really, because we've
But
gone
I-
from animals to colours, from winter to and all that shit, and I've not a clue where we're at.
Yeah. Other than you're a monkey.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're a monkey.
Who?
You.
Who? Me?
Who?
Who?
But I'm a dragon, shush.
I'm a monkey according to Chinese, what do you call it? Astrology.
Yeah.
Right. There you go, guys. I'm a monkey, look.
Can I just say, the only thing I asked you to go into was you can look at how different people get on
The
dependent on
compatibility.
the birth.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So the passability. So if you can go on to that, I think I am destined to get on with you but then it might come up in the Chinese astrology. Like I said, I just spent 15 years with my ex-husband and then found out don't go near him because he'll bring you nothing but trouble.
Right.
Like,
What
oh,
I'll
I
do
should have
is
known
right
this
now,
15 years ago.
I think I've give you a good half hour at least. So we're going to change the subject. Thanks, guys, in the chat for wanting to.
Definitely do.
No, you've encouraged me to. And that's what we're going to do. Let's change the subject. Steph, change the subject for us, please.
Someone in the chat said Willy Wonka land because they're licking the wallpaper.
Yeah. Very fruity. So, a change of subject. Anything other than monkeys and things. Chinese things. No?
You have to come up
How
with the stuff
about-
because it's your channel.
This. Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about Klaus Schwab, Steph. What's your opinion on the fourth industrial revolution?
Don't know, I'm too young.
Oh, well, that's no excuse because I learned about the Cold War when I was 13.
Well, I didn't go to school and I wasn't good in school. So
I
I
never
didn't
said I
learn
went to
about it.
school. Never said I went to school. I said I learned about something. Because when I went to school, I learned fuck all. Anything? Any subject, Steph?
Not until Halloween.
Okay. Are you doing nice spy? Nice one. Not seen you for a while. Hey up. I Spy audit. I'm sure. I don't know if UK Transparency is still in there, but some mod. There's not many guys because I've cut a lot out because of things. Oh, I Spy. You are a mod, so put your channel link up, mate.
UKT will do that for him.
He's done it. He's done it already. Look,
That's
he's the fastest man on the draw. He is. I'll tell you.
He's a good lad.
Definitely. Hey, his last video, by the way, Bloxwitch. So I did put that link up earlier on. UK Transparency's latest video is a classic.
Yeah,
So if you get a chance, please watch that, guys, over this weekend if you can.
I seen it. I seen it today.
Me too.
Can I just ask a question? Has anybody else seen? Anybody else heard about Let's Go Brandon? That's been like trending on YouTube.
No.
It's the number one thing. Okay, so you know when Joe Biden goes and does talks, like the American president, like who's a bit of a mumbler. So he did this talk at NASCAR, where they race around the tracks, like Lightning McQueen. And this fella, it's his life's achievement. Like he's finally won. He's finally won. And he's getting interviewed. And in the background, the whole crowd is shouting, "Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!" But the presenter decided, because his name was Brandon, to go, "Oh, they're all shouting, 'Let's go, Brandon.'" So now, everywhere that Joe Biden goes, they're shouting, "Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon." It's fucking wonderful. It's wonderful because you can do it without swearing, without getting told off. You just shout "Let's go, Brandon" everywhere. So if you
you shouting one thing and it means another thing.
Yeah, of course, because they tried to pretend it was a different thing. So now they're using the MSN against themselves. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's brilliant. It's gone full circle, but you can't ignore this. This is brilliant. He literally has done a video and he walked out on stage and he said, "What have you got to say?" And somebody shouted, "Let's go, Brandon." And he started dancing. You know where people make a song out of a comment?
Yeah.
It's called like Loza Alexander or something. So it's like 24 million hits or something in the past few days. But either way, he's made a song and he started dancing to the song, and they're shouting "fuck Joe Biden" in the background. He's dancing to it. People shouting "fuck Joe Biden." I was like, "Am I seeing this? Is this this is the ruler of one of the biggest countries in the world?" I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and I was just like, "This is exactly number one why I don't watch the news, and number two why I've got to watch it like at an interim just to laugh." But yeah, I thought let's go, Brandon, everybody.
Right, Zara. Just a quick one for you. Stay away from rabbits, dragons, horses, sheep, and dogs.
Do you know what I'd say?
I can't believe you just done that.
She asked me to find out. I just did. There we go. That's finished now, mate.
Right, so that's banned from now on, guys. You'll hear no more astrological things like that again on the line.
No, you're what?
I'm not saying it's bullshit.
No, it's not
I'm
bullshit.
just saying it's things, you know.
Just Eddie talking bullshit.
Just things you say and read, and yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't. No. I'd just stay away from people, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's it. Unless they're genuine, and that's all
Don't
I
leave your
need
house.
to know these days.
Yeah. You don't like.
Don't leave my house. That's not good advice.
You like a dragon, don't you? Right. I'm just saying. Right. You know what your best match is?
For fuck's sake.
I'm just saying it's a dragon, mate. Right, that's it. We're finished now. We're done. You know my best matches? Fucking
I'm a
monkey.
bit freaked out by that, actually.
My best match is a fucking monkey.
The only person I never want to ban from my channel is Biker Eddie. Never.
Right,
don't want to do it. But
Your best matches, do you know?
Yeah, and his best match is me.
do you realise what people are going to talk about from now on?
Mate, we can make great babies. I'll tell you.
I promise you guys, this subject will never carry on again.
Everyone knows monkeys.
I don't know who brought it up, but sorry, pathetic.
Oh no.
Right.
No, you know who started all this was my daughter. And it's not her fault. She really believes that because she saw me and her dad like falling out. When she read that, it just had one little half a paragraph, like a one sentence beneath it. And it said, "Ox, stay away from sheep, they'll bring you nothing but trouble." She was like, "Oh my God, why did you not listen to the Chinese?" And I was like, "No, I didn't know to listen to the Chinese."
I can't believe we're still carrying on. 5 minutes ago, I said, let's cut it out. And we're still cracking on about Chinese astrology.
Mate, I haven't said up for 2 minutes. I haven't said up for 2 minutes.
This is all Poppy's fault. Do you want me to wake her up and smack out? That make you all feel better?
No, don't wake her up.
I'm taking the mick. I've never smacked that child in my life, and as if I could wake her up if. Oh God, I never would. Don't be daft.
Yeah, let's hit it up there, Dino. I just want to say I love My Little Monkey. See, right, that's it. We're done.
Giving me thumbnail ideas.
Dino, do you like your big dragon?
What is this?
Oh God!
Somebody else, Crinkle, for fuck's sake, where are you?
Where did this go to? Oh Jesus!
Where's Crinkle? Where's Crinkle? I've never actually met Crinkle. So I asked you who Crinkle was, and then I decided to go and do my own little bit of research and find out who Crinkle was. And then apparently he went on another live stream, and I completely missed it because I was away doing Chinese astrology. you know, with Pod.
You wouldn't have missed much, by the way. But Cop Watcher auditors in the guy. I've got massive respect for this fella. He's a mellow guy.
Is he coming on?
I hope he does, to be honest with you. I love talking to Cop Watcher. He's a very mellow guy. So you're welcome on, mate. I'll put the link up, actually. So anybody's welcome on.
Link's been
Mark,
anyway, mate.
apart from Mark from New Zealand.
Do you do that hand reading stuff?
Oh,
You know I'm joking, Mark. Right, I'm going away for a minute because you've done me fucking head in, you lot, to be honest
What?
with you.
Oh, fucking hell. Stop acting like a chimp, mate. Go for a piss.
you've got a bit of a twist in your knickers tonight, haven't you?
Don't you start on me, for God's sake. I've let you lot speak for ages about Chinese
I'm not.
colours and monkeys and dragons
Yeah,
and
but
things.
why is that?
And I haven't got a
getting to you
fucking
so
clue what
much?
you're talking
Right.
about.
It's because you didn't listen, mate. Listen,
Why would I
you're,
listen to that
He's going to speak to
kind
his
of talk?
listen, you're my monkey and I'm your dragon. There we go. That's
There
it.
you go. And we've all seen Game of Thrones. A dragon will fuck a monkey over.
No, I haven't. No, you can shut the fuck up, mate, Kiwi boy. At least we had bananas over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just toast them.
Oh, for God's sake.
Trevor Random's in the chat, guys, as well. I'm going for a breakdown. Sorry, a break.
Okay.
You're not, you're for a week.
I know, right? Can I just say, if it's pissing him off, let's not do it. It's his channel, it's his
It's
chat.
not.
Do you know what I mean?
It's not pissing him off. Believe me, it's not. We're just having a laugh, and
something's
he
pissing
knows
him
that.
off.
It isn't. Believe me, it's
And
not.
do you know what? I feel bad because my daughter started this, and this is what she.
No,
This,
you're not pissing. Believe me, you are
No.
not pissed. Nothing on here is pissing him off right now. If it were, he would let you know. It's not
Yeah.
pissing him off. He's having a laugh. That's what we're doing. We just take it piss. It'll move on shortly. It might revert back eventually,
Yeah.
but he's not
And
pissed
then-
off. Believe me.
asked for a whole new subject from what's the lady's name? The other lady in the chat. He's still there.
The lady in
Hello?
chat. That's Steph. Is a young lad.
Oh, sorry.
You
Daughter said,
offend me.
sorry. Me daughter said you're a young lad, and I said no, that's a girl. Sorry, we're having a debate about that. I do apologise, honestly. I do apologise. It's because my lad just talks like this. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Are you okay? I will. God, no. Yeah, everything's okay, I presume. Sorry, you
What?
just talk. That. I was just asking if you're okay. That was all.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good.
I'm good.
Well,
I
I'm
did
sorry.
something amazing today, but you're not going to find out
Oh,
until
what?
Halloween.
What? Why not?
Because it's for Halloween.
So why bring it up now, mate?
To hype it up.
All right.
Because I don't get a lot of views on my channel, so
Oh, have you got your own channel?
yeah.
Okay. So this is a bit weird. My son got shouted out. I didn't even know what YouTube was. I'm an old lady. I'm an older person. When he was 7 for the top 10 kills by PewDiePie. PEW.
Yeah, I know who that is. I watch him.
Yeah, top 10 kills. So he's got 12,000 followers, and I would never let him go live or do anything because I didn't want cameras, in his bedroom or anything. And now he's older. He's nearly 14. He's like a really, really good gamer. you know, an Xbox and stuff, I've decided to allow him. And he's still got a lot of people that follow him from there, you know, from Twitch. But somebody decided to be a bit mean to me, you know, online, on one of the lives. And he got thousands and thousands of followers to basically, she deleted the channel.
It's scary, you know.
But I don't understand how this all works. And I don't understand what it did. But she was just saying really, really mean things about me. Like, I can't stand watching her, that thing. And I was like, God, what have I ever done to you? So, I told you I was going to do it, Dino, didn't I? I just told my son, that's all I did.
Listen, whatever was said before, I've took it all in jest. Don't worry about that, Zara.
That's
Nothing's
what I
upset
said.
me.
Yeah,
I've took it all in
wrong.
jest, so don't take me on. Honestly, I would just mute or remove, to be honest. But Trevor, why'd you keep putting that up? Let's go random. Trevor.
Random
Let's go
topic.
random what?
I don't know.
It might be random topic.
Shall we get a word generator,
Let's
yeah?
look.
And then just base it off whatever random word we get.
No, let's just see what chat wants to talk about.
Yeah, guys, has anyone got a topic they want to talk about? Because it's totally free tonight. Well, it always is. Who have I got backstage? No, you're not coming on, Mark. I'm not bringing a fucking Kiwi on nowhere.
Bring him on, mate. I haven't talked to him for weeks.
Oh, well, it's a good job I like him.
Oh, you can't
Otherwise,
stop
he
it.
won't. Right, here we go, guys. Just bear with him. He's all right. How you doing, mate?
Crushed.
Hello.
Hello.
You know I love you.
How you doing?
How are we all today,
Hello.
people in the chat and in the panel?
I'm very
Are you a
good myself.
kiwi, as in the fruit,
thank
or as
you.
the animal?
I've eaten a few kiwi fruit, but yeah, New Zealander. G'day, mate.
G'day.
Yeah, g'day.
G'day.
How the
G'day,
hell,
mate.
legend?
What time you got over there, Mark?
12 hours ahead of what time you've got over there. 9:42, 9:43 in the morning.
All right, happy Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday morning. Just listening to you all complain about the weather, and then Dino starts going on about these goddamn horoscopes. Honestly,
Yeah.
Dino.
Me? It wasn't me. Somebody mentioned monkeys and Chinese things and dragons and colours and things, and I got
Mark?
confused.
He got.
Well,
he was complaining about my daughter's religion. Jesus Christ, she's 8.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was
Oh
watching.
my God, he's
I was
complaining about
absolutely
an
pissing
April.
myself laughing
You know-
watching. Yeah, it was. She's a wee cutie, that one of yours, isn't she? She's a right sort of
She's what?
straight. She's a nice little replica of her mother. She's got your looks.
She looks.
Yeah.
She's a white version of me. That's what I call it. She is
White
literally the white
version.
version of me.
What? Where does the
She
colour
is.
come into it? You look white to me.
Because I'm brown and she's. That's because you're a Kiwi. No, I'm brown.
Oh, yeah, nah,
but
we
she's
don't
white.
recognise colours down here. We all just look like
don't
shit.
be one of them people.
It's all
Don't be
good.
one of them people.
All they have in New Zealand, Zara, you see, is black and white. That's it. It's the All Blacks, and then they have a white badge.
Oh,
And they wear strip. It's all white with a black badge. That's all they're about, black and white.
Oh, it's just it's terrible.
Are you all living
Oh,
in
dear.
South Africa? Yeah.
No, all the South Africans
My
come
best
over here
friend
for the
moved to
bloody
New Zealand,
jobs.
and it's the best thing ever.
Mark, I don't know why this
The jobs
comment's
are
come up,
amazing.
but somebody's
Bricklayer pays
asked me to get you to say this.
Oh, yeah?
I said, I don't know why this comment's come up, but I put it up on screen. I don't get it, but it's up to
I
you if
don't.
you want to.
I get it.
A deck chair.
Say it again, mate.
Deck chair?
Can you all?
I honestly don't get it. A deck chair.
One more time.
Lounge.
Oh, dear me.
I'm going to say coffee table instead.
Mate, do you know what? Mark, do you know what it sounds like? You say dick chair.
Oh. Sounds like dick.
It sounds
Nothing
like
wrong with a good hard. Nothing wrong with a good solid wood hard dick.
chair.
You know, even if it's got some polishing on it.
I can
You know,
hear.
a good
can
polished
second that.
dick you'll never get a splinter from.
Oh, mate.
There's
that
nothing
making
wrong
you
with
all
a
happy?
smoother dick, mate. Nothing wrong with a
Oh,
smoother dick.
I reckon sometimes I send my dicks.
Yeah, you got to do,
Now, are
mate.
we all happy? Have we had enough of dick talk?
I know you brought that up.
Next week, we'll be looking at patios.
What a weird live tonight. Right.
Oh, God. Oh, my
Anyway,
guts are
it's
aching.
really good to see you again, Mark. I've not seen you for a few weeks, mate. I know you've been putting some stuff up on your channel, so
Yeah, been having some fun.
great stuff. Yeah.
We're going to be we'll be locked down till the end of November at this rate. So yeah, nothing else to do. Jump on and say hi to everyone.
When did that lockdown start, Mark? Latest one for
17th
you?
of August.
Oh, that's like what? 2 months, like 8-9 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, and Her Royal Highness, our illustrious comrade in charge, turned around and dictated that all of that with Auckland, there's 3 district health boards, so all 3 DHBs have to meet the target of 90% vaccinated before I quote her, you get some freedoms back. You know,
either you get vaccinated or you've no freedom.
yeah, pretty much. They're bringing out the COVID certificate to prove that you've been vaccinated. You won't be able to go any live events, bars, restaurants, gyms.
Can I?
Mandatory now for all frontline workers in the health sector, in the education sector, to be vaccinated. It's not mandatory for ministers of parliament to be vaccinated. It's not mandatory for police to be vaccinated, but it's mandatory for everyone else. And they set the 90% on the other 10 to put the pressure on. Now the incentives that they were giving us, like free piss, free booze, $200, all those sorts of things that they were dishing out as incentives, they were going to start disappearing shortly. And already there was one lady's complaint that she has a special needs grant from the government to help support her kid while she's teaching him at home. So she's a home-based educator, and all home-based educators have to be mandatory vaccinated as well. So she's teaching her own kid at home who has cerebral palsy, and the government are now saying, well, if you won't get the jab, we're taking away your funding. So the punishments that we had a super Saturday, we had the first ever Vaxathon in New Zealand. On the same scheme as a telethon, and on those Vaxathons you'll see 30 or 40 people all gathered round with no masks, singing and dancing together inside. You're only allowed 10 people to do that inside according to their own rules, but of course then we have the highest case ever in one day shortly afterwards. So it does your head in, mate. It really does. I'm not anti it or for it or anything. I'm just happy to say freedom of choice. if it's going to, and a lady dropped dead in front of her 2 kids at the vaccination centre last weekend. So there's,
Well,
I think the last count, 208 people now in New Zealand have died from it.
I thought we had total bollocks over here, mate, but that is just unbelievable.
So now that she set this 90% rate for all the DHBs in Auckland to acquire, and apparently there's only 16,000 people that need to get their first and second jabs for that to be achieved. She's saying unless that happens, you're not going out of level 3, which is the second worst sort of tightest restrictions. Limited travel, hard borders at both ends of Auckland, so you can't leave Auckland. And that's it. If you don't get jab.
And of course, they've got scientific evidence that this all is going to work, and it proves everything. And
in fact, a lawyer called Sue Gray down in Wellington on the 21st and 22nd, just the last couple of days ago, she just won in the court against the government, proving that because she was taking it from the standpoint of no jab, no job, because all the border workers were being forced to have it. And so she was complaining about the efficacy and whatnot as well. And the judge luckily looked through all of the science and saw her point. So, that was back when we bought 10 million of the vaccines, ordered them on like the 2nd of February, and they weren't even approved until the 3rd. Or they ordered them on the 29th of January. There was some really dastardly naughty things that the government did to start the whole thing off. And so it's it really does your head in. And I mean, I only ever go to get the groceries, go out to the chemist or the local dairy or the petrol station. That's where I go anyway. So while they're telling you all of these restrictions you can have, I'm just sitting there going, yep, no, don't do that. Yep, no, I don't do that. Yep, no. Everything they were listing off, you're going to miss out on. And I don't do any of them. So like, I give a shit. But it's a shocker, mate. It really is. For months we've been listening to, no, we won't set a target. Pardon?
Do you have children?
Yeah.
Do you have children?
I got a 19-year-old daughter, 16 and 14-year-old boys I homeschool. But I'm not classed as a home-based educator. I'm just a parent that's homeschooling the kids.
At the moment, because of the situation?
No, I've been homeschooling them for years. They were getting bullied at school by the teachers and the students. And they started manifesting, physical anxiety, stomach migraines, those sorts of things from the stress of it all. And, health and safety should be paramount. So I just pulled them straight out and said, well, look, unless he's physically willing to go and happy to go, I'm not going to push it. So homeschool. And it's worked out better, far better.
Of course. I've recently pushed my 14-year-old if he would homeschool. He's got severe asthma. He keeps coming home with asthma attacks on his way to school, which is an hour and a half away. And I'm like, please just homeschool. And he won't do it. He loves the social aspect. So what can I do? Sort of.
Well, at the end of the day, it's whatever.
I really respect.
A happy kid will learn. If a kid's stressed out, he's not going to learn nothing. So, as long as they're happy and know that you've got their back no matter what anyway, that's the main thing. Family first. As I said to the education board when they started giving us grief because the kids weren't going to school, I said to them, look, their health and safety is my paramount consideration. That's what's important to me, making sure my kids are happy and safe and healthy.
Exactly the argument.
You're trying to ram your fucking state school shit down their throat every day. I'm not interested in that sort of thing,
Some kind of electric powered vehicle, like an electric bike or an electric scooter, wheelchair, so then he doesn't have to walk, does he then? And then he won't get out of breath and have an asthma attack.
That's a good point.
It's illegal.
No, it's
actually
not.
illegal. So
for him to ride an electric scooter.
Yeah, it's illegal in the UK, mate.
His friend got pulled over and taken his scooter off him.
I don't mean
And
those
he
types of
has to ride-
scooters. I mean the ones the elderly people ride about in. Ones with
Mobility
four
scooters.
wheels.
No,
Oh, mobility.
literally, where I live is so rural. It's actually called Red Rocks. So if you were to walk there, it's literally huge rocks that are cemented, that are like
Oh, okay.
olden days, you know.
Perhaps there's an
covered in
all-terrain
sand,
vehicle
in
type
red
of
sand.
scooter.
Can
There's
he?
Mr. Kelly.
Does he ride?
Hello,
Like, if he was
Mr.
gonna
Kelly.
ride a
It's- No,
Yeah,
electric
Mark.
bike, yeah, would he be riding on pavement or just on roads?
no,
Was that
there's no pavement. That's what I mean. There's no pavement for him to go to. I live so rural that he has to walk across either a cow's field with huge cows in it, or
Oh, I see.
at the attempt of him being butted, or across Red Rocks. And Red Rocks is like up and down, up and down, up and down. It's a pain in the arse, to walk on. My
Good
shoes actually cut in
evening,
half walking there
Mark.
the other day.
How are you,
How you
mate?
going, Dina?
So,
I'm great. Thank
Yeah,
you very
yeah.
much, mate. Thanks for coming
Good
on.
Eddie's
evening,
right,
Mark.
yeah. Electric scooters. Electric scooters are illegal. I own one and I've been stopped, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 times now. And they start, what do they start off with? Oh, you know they're illegal and all that. But I've got a new tactic now. I say, oh no, I thought they changed the policy. And before,
why are they
when the
illegal?
policeman says, yeah, no, they haven't, what I say then is, okay, I'll just get off and wheel it then. Like, I'm annoyed and I just walk off before they can say anything else. But I'm sure if I was a bit younger, they'd probably question me a bit more and probably take it. So, yeah,
Right.
you know who else owns an electric scooter? And he's got one what goes at 50 mile an hour?
Probably
Crinkle.
Boris.
Crinkle's got a scooter what goes at 50 mile an hour.
I've got Crinkle
And
backstage.
he admitted last time I spoke to him, listen to this, last time I spoke to him, he admitted that he rides it late at night in Camden, I think with not much clothes on, and he has run from the police when they chased him. So there we go. That's what a good citizen Henry Crinkle is.
Wow. And if
Good
he
evening.
runs from them in the neck, he probably leaves the trail for them to find too. Why are they
Actually,
illegal?
probably
Why
wears
are
his
they-
Crinkle.
He probably rides
Why are
around
they
Camden
illegal?
with a pair of Speedos on. And them
Just needs a
glasses.
cape around his neck and he'll be right.
Good evening, Mr. Kelly.
Yeah,
Sorry, I missed your intro, mate. I was having a pee. How you doing, fella?
That's all right, Biker. How you, Zara?
I'm fine, mate.
Nice. How's Zara? You all right?
I'm
Zara, you got your
Hello.
sound on?
nice to meet
Oh.
you.
Why are they illegal in the UK?
Because
like
a
the
bunch of
council use-
Well,
people got
You can
upset,
hire 'em, Mark.
basically.
you can hire
Yeah.
them, but you can't actually own one and ride it on the streets. The reason you can hire them is
you can
'cause
hire
it's
them
insured.
in Central City here too. Yeah, I mean, you can hire them, but I often see people just riding up and down the main drags on their own ones.
Yeah. Beaky Blinder, just give me a few minutes. That's all. Be patient. I'm only 2 hours in. All right.
They're basically illegal because a bunch of people complained about them being ridden around on pavements and almost being run over by them. So that's why they've come up with all these new laws and everything about them now.
Yeah,
Right,
I'll tell you what it is as
basically-
well.
It's bizarre.
You need a license and
Steph, they'd be-
insurance to ride one. Right, the ones that you can hire from the council, once you hire them, they cover you with that insurance. That's the difference.
Yeah, they're
So-
insured.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah.
insurance isn't mandatory over here for us, so you don't even have to have your car insured to drive it on the road. So, yeah, I always think of that difference when it comes to New Zealand drivers. You never see them getting pulled over and asked for their registration and insurance. So
How does
You don't
that
need
work? then?
insurance to drive a car.
no,
Mark.
I mean, if you want to get car insurance or third-party insurance, you can, but you don't have to be insured to own a car and drive it on the road. No.
So
you
what happens
just
if?
you have a driver's license, the car's
Wow.
registered, it has a registration sticker in the window so they can tell it's registered or not. And it gets a warrant if the car's manufactured after the year 2000, it's a 12-month warrant. If it's before the year 2000, it's a 6-month warrant.
So what happens if
Wow.
you have an accident with somebody, right?
And they're not insured.
Yeah, if you've got
You
no
go to small
insurance,
you go to small claims court, Eddie. You just take them to court, do a private prosecution.
that's how it works.
I mean, most businesses out there, no doubt, have business insurance for their vehicles, but the average Joe Blogs, I mean, we've got full cover on ours, but that's just in case I smash into a fucking $350,000 bloody Mercedes or something. So, but it's up to the individual. It's not required by law. So yeah.
You guys been watching what's
we don't
going
even
on
have
in Italy?
TV licenses. We haven't had TV licenses for about 20, 30 years. Because we just all refused to fucking pay it. We refused to pay it, and that was it. Scrapped.
Well,
Good.
that's going to happen.
Well,
That's
it
going to
should
happen
be.
here.
Yeah, well overdue.
Yeah, I think.
It always surprises me the differences, even though we're from the UK, but we have what over here what's called the Imperial Laws Act, which means that they only actually have to follow laws of equity, not common law. Over here, they call common law is just another word for case law. They don't give a shit about common law over here. It's all the law of equity, you know, maritime law, admiralty law, law of the sea. That's why your roads have banks and islands in the middle sometimes.
How can maritime law be accountable for on land? It don't make sense.
Oh, you can file a private prosecution in a higher court, but as far as district courts, they all work in sort of the admiralty side. Then if there's like a common law, a tort, you can still do a private prosecution in the high court for that. So the avenues are there. They're just not usually upheld. Everybody's in the, you know, if you get a ticket, most people fucking pay it instead of upholding their presumption of innocence and the prosecutor to the burden of beyond a reasonable doubt to prove otherwise, you know. Although I do it just for fun. And that's the difference between civil sides and criminal sides. Criminal sides, it's beyond reasonable doubt is the minimum statute of criminal law, and then it was minimum standard, should I say. And then you've got civil law, which is just the preponderance of evidence, which is usually seen in the small claims court, or if it's a large amount of number, it goes to the high court.
Right. I still can't see where maritime law comes into it, because that's mentioned.
You've got to have a look at the history.
Yeah, I mean, maritime law comes into it because it's the law of equity.
Right.
Yeah, it's anything to do with commerce, money. So that everything, if you go to court, there's someone getting money somewhere. There's always an exchange of money. So it's a maritime law. It's not where you did me wrong, or, you know, you actually had a physical tort held against you, you know, you're physically harmed or harm, loss, fraud, typical common law things, but they don't consider it common law. They consider it case law, and they go by all the different, you know, previous predecessing cases, which is judges have made, and they consider that the common law.
Right, I'm with you.
It's fucked up. I mean, I've had an argument with a police prosecutor, and I said, mate, we live in a common law country, and he goes, no, we don't. Okay, because that's how he's been trained. But then I'll ring up 6 lawyers and other people, and they'll say, well, of course we live in a common law country. And then I'll record them, and then I'll send those recordings up on YouTube, and then I'll send him the links just to make sure he's been corrected.
Yeah, I fully understand now. Yeah. Yeah.
Some people won't learn, so you got to teach them. So yeah, you got to do it all with fun, mate. Fun and enjoyment. If you're not enjoying it, there's no point doing it.
Yeah, thanks for explaining. Yeah, it looks like it, mate.
Bye.
What's happened?
Mark's
You guys been
100%
keeping up with
correct.
what's going on in Italy?
Okay, Mark, go for it.
Have you guys been keeping up what's been going on in Italy with all the demonstrations? What's going on all over the
I've not
in every
myself
major
personally.
city?
No, mate.
I haven't.
Not in Italy.
Yeah,
Other countries,
they've been big, massive. They're coming out in every major city, and
Good.
you know, because of the mandates. There's thousands coming out. I watched a couple of them live the other day, and it's similar to here when there was the lockdown things. I don't know if they'll achieve anything, but I mean, I remember there's a lot of people say, oh, these demos don't do anything. But as far as I'm concerned, and I'm 100% believe this, is if it weren't for how big them anti-lockdown protests were in London in May and June, I think we'd be locked down already. I think because there was such a massive presence, and I think they're too scared to lock down at the moment. That's my personal opinion. They're turning the heat up on the MSM, and someone is saying that we should start locking down very soon and putting the pressure on. But,
I don't think it's a case of that, mate. I think what it's a case of, the lockdowns that they imposed initially, they were too late to start off with, and basically it's decimated the country's economy, and they can't afford to do it again. They just cannot afford to do it again.
Yep.
That's why.
Well, the thing is, Eddie, see, I disagree a bit there because we had no money in the first place. We went through 10 years of austerity. You know what I mean? Yeah. We went through 10 years of austerity, and then all of a sudden, everyone was given this free money to stay at home and lock down, and
but if you look
self-employed all got money. Even people who was on benefits, they got extra money. Now, what I actually think is, where's that money coming from?
Right, I mean, basically, I mean, in the village that I live in, the amount of businesses that have gone out of work and shut down because of the lockdown, they were thriving prior lockdown. The lockdown,
I agree with you.
It's the destruction of the middle class.
Right, that's just in my village. Right, and that is countrywide. That is so countrywide. The amount of businesses that have lost their business through lockdown.
It's worldwide, Eddie. It's worldwide.
Well, yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. Well, listen, I read the Oxfam report the other day, and the Oxfam report basically said all the billionaires together, if they all paid 0.5% extra tax, no one would suffer from or go hungry from any lockdown if they all put in 0.5% of the tax. That was this is this year's Oxfam report.
Wow.
So, you know, I don't know what's going on there. Would they ever do that, these billionaires? You know, how much money do they want?
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't, because the whole point is to destroy the monetary system at the same point. They want to bring in the whole universal credit system for everyone. It's the perfect way of control. They control your movements and your freedoms with certificates and passports now. I mean, in New Zealand, there's a reason they didn't make it mandatory for police to have to be vaccinated. It's because 40% of them were opting out of doing it. And they knew they couldn't take 40% of the police force off because there's only between 8,500 and 12,000 serving officers. So they can't enforce anything as it is. So to have any sort of monicum of keeping any sort of, you know, state force there for them to use, they made it. And as far as the politicians are concerned, they've decided that because politicians are elected officials and representatives and have a duty to attend Parliament, that it would be wrong for them to mandate them, because then if they opted out, they couldn't perform their duties. So they've just said, oh, well, they don't have to be vaccinated. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well,
whatever happened to lead by example?
Yeah, well, look, there's just a logical answer to one of their questions. is when this all first happened, you had Tedros saying, "Oh, don't use cash." Actually, because it spreads the thing, and then you got government saying, "Oh, don't use cash." Now let's just be very logical about this. Yeah, I go into a shop and I spend a tenner. Yeah, I go in and I get £4.50 change. Yeah, my goods come to £5.50. So then I go into another shop and buy a coffee for £2.50. Yeah, so I get 50p change. My cash is probably going to touch a next gentleman or a next woman's hands and maybe another person's. So we're looking at maybe 10 people's hands that cash is going to touch, yeah, throughout the day. Let's go even 20 people's hands. Now, when you go into the big supermarkets and you got to press a button at times to say, yeah, I don't want a bag or continue.
Touchscreen. Yep.
1,000 fingers what have touched, maybe 2,000 fingers have touched that hand. So that logical thing they're saying about it spreads it is absolute crap. You know, there's so many iffy things about this. It's just, you know, it makes the conspiracy theorist look so correct in everything he said ages ago about all this stuff. So.
Oh yeah, Alex Jones will be jumping up and down going, I told you, that'll be Alex, mate. He'll be kicking up. I told you this fucking 15 years ago it was going to happen. Yeah. Yes, Alex.
Yeah, it's true. Listen, I used to go up to Speaker's Corner 10 years ago in London, and I used to go and say, let's go and watch the Nutters for a day. Yeah.
Oh,
we're going to watch these people talking about the monetary system and the 5 banking families ruling the world and all this. And I used to be in the crowd and just go, bullshit. And then they would have an argument with you, and I'd just walk away laughing. And I thought they were nutcases. But 10 years later, I've got to say, maybe these guys knew what they were talking about.
So, guys, if I can just say something interesting, Italy, right? So they have to have a so-called green pass before returning to a workplace. The green pass provides proof of someone's either been vaxxed or recently recovered from COVID or has a negative rapid swab test for the virus. A worker without a green pass must take unpaid leave and be fined between 400 and 1,500 euros. So they made it mandatory for healthcare workers. In April this year, in July, Green Pass was introduced as a requirement to enter any door venue or event and was extended in schools, unis, trains, aeroplanes, and that was in September.
I'm going to school.
So it was the first European country to be hit by, the first European country to be hit by COVID and the first to enter lockdown in March 2020. So,
yeah,
you know, according to this, the most effective country during the first outbreak and the highest fatality rates. I didn't know that. People who are 70 years old are older. So more than 81.5% of people in Italy over the age of 12 are fully vaxxed. Against COVID, the target is to reach 90% by December. And the spread is slowing.
Over 12.
Yeah.
It's the same here, man. By December, because they've said if you go, even if the 16,000 that we're short of now are in Auckland, even if they go and get their first jab today, they still have to wait 3 to 4 weeks before getting the second one, and it's only 14 days after that are they fully inoculated. They're fully vaccinated the day they get the second jab. They're fully inoculated from it 14 days after. And she likes to make these differences when she's giving her speeches, which means that we're going to be in lockdown and level 3 lockdown still for another 6 weeks at least. So Christmas is fucked, mate. We're gone.
Can I just say, because this really fucks with me, are they inoculating the children, or so-called inoculating the children?
Years 12 up are free to, and even the kids at school, they're considering Gillett competent and can make that decision without mummy and daddy. So they're going to start doing the mass fucking jabbing at schools next.
It's at the minute it's just over 80%, and by December, and this started in September with 12 years above, and by December, so 3 months, just 3 months, they're hoping for 90%. They are hoping for 90%.
And if
Exactly.
you
So
don't
it's
take
an
it,
This is where
it's indicative.
Sorry, go
isn't
for it, Mark.
Can I say, this is where I struggle with this 90% and 86%, because this is where I'm going. Is even if 100% of everyone has got it, it still spreads. You can still catch it, and you can still give it. So what is what's the goal?
Point of it.
Can I just
What
say,
is the
What's
goal?
the
they've
point of it?
actually come out
What's
with
the difference
publicly
between this and
said-
flu and a common cold and other common diseases that have been spread around for millennia?
No, they have
What's the
actually
difference?
Well,
come
Dino,
out
that-
Why now and
public
this?
record
And why
and
this
said that
where?
it
Dino,
does
when you
not
mentioned
stop
earlier about
transmission.
Italy,
Why is everybody just
when you
talking
mentioned
over me?
earlier,
God, Zara, you
sorry,
chop up.
Zara, I just want to say this one thing. When you mentioned
No,
earlier
sorry.
about Italy, you were talking. There was the mayor there. He made history by becoming the first European leader ever to lock down his city, and it was, I think it was Bergamo or something, which is a very, very old Italian town, ancient almost. Streets are narrow. You probably couldn't drive cars down most of the street, and the population was aging. You know, they're really old people that live in this place, and that's, as we know, what it sort of targets the virus. So, you know, they was banging trouble. I'm not going to deny that. See, you get people that would say, because, you know, I say things like about, well, what's the target, 100%? They would call me an anti-vaxxer, which I'm not. I hope to God the stuff works. But it's not got a great record at the moment, has it?
No,
Well,
it's all no.
anti-vax is the new conspiracy theorist catchphrase, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Can we
Zara, for
remember-
cutting you there. What was you saying, sweetheart?
Go
No,
for it,
it's
Zara.
fine. But a few things that you said there really, like, it's not yourself that peed me off, but it's what's been put into your head. So, conspiracy theory number one, that was a phrase made up by the CIA to diminish people who were free thinkers. Okay? So that is number one. Conspiracy theory. Get that out of your head. If you think about something more than somebody else doesn't make you a conspiracy theorist, okay? And number two,
I agree with you. You're
So
not having
there
a
you
go
go.
at me with that. I actually agree with
No.
you.
I'm not having a go at anybody in any situation.
Yeah, no, I'm
guys.
just saying, I totally agree with that.
Thank you. Well, thank you. But at the same time, I find it hard. I don't like to butt in. It's very, very British of me. Do you know what I mean? I don't like to interrupt. So I find it hard to get a word in sometimes, even when I feel really strongly about a situation. But I feel so strongly, I try and hold my tongue. I try and hold my tongue and think, don't say it. Don't say it out loud. I frigging know there's a 99.7% recovery rate from this so-called disease. Why are they testing it? Do you know why the numbers have gone up? Because people are testing that much. Because people are now taking the piss out of the system and going, oh, well, if I want to stay off work for a week and I want the kids off for an extra week, I'm going to take one of these fucking tests. And I'm not being funny. It took my 14-year-old son and his douchebag friends 1 week on YouTube to find out how to make a test positive.
They test with multiple cycles. And in New Zealand, we're using 35 to 40 cycles on the PCR test.
Carrie Mullet said himself, or was it Carrie Mullis? I can't remember. One of
Give
the
me a
ways
few
round.
minutes, Crinkle.
But either way, it doesn't matter. That's a PCR test. These are lateral flow. So the kids do these twice a week in school. Now,
Wow.
my son, I have told him, you never do that. You never add to the government statistics. Do you know how many freaking emails and text messages I get a week telling me to do it? Telling me for my son to do it? As if I'm going to... How have they even got my number? It's a private number. But either way, doesn't matter. So he brings them home. So I decided for fun, I'd test a basketball, I test me chihuahua, and I test a pineapple. All the other
Yvonne,
hand.
right? I've done a test on live with not orange, but alcohol, just a drop of cider. That's all. Exactly the same thing. Even though I haven't got it, and I've just come round for a really
Came
bad
back
cold
positive.
as well.
My lad thinks it's funny that if you
Common
have a fruit
cold.
shoot in your mouth, it comes back positive. So they're all taking it in turns, getting each other sent home for a week. And I'm like,
Guys, I've got an Official Information Act request that was responded to here, telling how many cycles they do from the Ministry of Health. And then they were also asked, and can you please tell us the latest national statistics for influenza from last year, please? We have no records of influenza. It wasn't kept last year because of COVID.
there was no influenza last year. Don't pay
None.
me.
This is from the Ministry of Health.
Down. So,
Shocking.
I think I
down
read
with
somewhere in the US that the flu last year they had 2,500 cases from a normal of I don't know how many millions it was, but that's all they had in the US last year was 2,500 cases.
In the US, in the US, Johnny, people are in the US. That's a joke.
Right, get your brains round this one.
It is,
Right, my
What do you got,
grandson, he went on holiday. He plays for a local football team. They all went on holiday together, and they all come back before they started school. They had to take a test, and every one of them came back positive. Right, so they all had to isolate, every single one of them, and then isolation were up. They took another test. It were clear, and they all went back to school. And they cannot be tested for 3 months.
Why?
Because they'd be tested negative after the first positive, so they cannot be tested again for 3 months. Work that one out.
Perhaps they want the bodies to flush out whatever's in there that could be causing perhaps the false negative or the false positive.
Work that one out. Exactly.
Occurring thing. It's a naturally occurring thing that's within your body.
Of course it is.
Look at gain of function. Look at what America was doing and was paying for. They were paying to take a virus, a natural virus, and make it stronger. And make
what that suggests to me
gain of function.
What that suggests to me that they don't have to take a test for 3 months, right? You've got 16 kids that all tested positive and then testing negative to go back to school. It's all about herd immunity.
Yep.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Of course it is.
So why didn't they do that in the first place?
Why didn't you?
Because they wanted to see how much they could get away with trying out and implementing their new little control thing. And they couldn't get COVID in. I mean, in New Zealand, they're going to bring out the traffic light system that you guys have already tried over there.
Oh, that really worked.
Why
except it's going to be different districts.
Why? I'm
They're
sorry,
different.
but why for speaking over people? But why is nobody listening to literally gain of function and have a look at the funding that had come from Bill Gates and gone straight to the American this is where the whole Wuhan thing came out, because it was tried and tested in an American university.
I
And
get
then
what you're saying there. I know what
it
you're
was
saying,
moved to
Zara,
China.
and most people do know about the history of the gain of function research and Fauci, you know,
But they don't care.
inadvertently fucking funding them. I know they don't care. It's because it's kind of like chasing the boogeyman, because the real monster at the moment is everybody's individual local governments, because they're the ones that are doing all the
This is why
enforcement.
I had the argument with Flute Dog, because he wants to argue with what's right in front of your face, and I want to argue with, hang on, where has it come from? Let's have.
Oh yeah, no,
take a
the
step back.
source is important. Knowing the history and where it all stemmed from is important, but it's not going to stop
No, but
what's
if you don't
happening.
acknowledge that, if you can stop what's in front of your face right now, you can't stop. You can't stop the rolling on. You know what I mean? If you look at the whole history of everything, like, and I am really big into history, so look at the whole roll on, say, of Martin Luther King or Malcolm X and the Black Rollout, and you knew there was going to be riots because something had to change. Do you know what I mean? Something was going to change, but at the same time, if you look at the root cause of the problem and stop that systemically, then you can stop everything continuing on forward. You can stop it from happening, but people are just so willing to stop what's right in front of the face and not stop the root of the system. It really, it gets me so cross.
Zara, you've said some really good words there. Right, guys, thanks for the good conversation with all of you. It's been really interesting. I could really get into this, but I've got to go. I'd love to stay. I really would. No, I would love to stay, but I've got to go. I mean, it's now
10:30.
Near us, damn it. I've got to go. Right, it's been really good. It's been an interesting chat tonight. It's been a different chat. I'm going to say good night to you all. Good night to everybody in chat, and I'm going to say good night to my little monkey over
Good night,
there.
Eddie.
Right, twat in the chat, signing off. Good night, all. Be good.
Thanks, Biker, as always, mate. Top guy. Thanks so much, Biker.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
good night from my daughter as well, from my puppy.
Good night, Poppy, and thanks so much for coming on earlier on. Sasha Blue, wow, not seen you for a while. Nice to see you. Great stuff. Yeah, Biker, thanks a lot, mate. Massive contribution, as always. Thanks for being a great friend. I forgive you for calling me a monkey.
I follow a doctor on YouTube called Dr. Sunhill DeHand. He's a British doctor working in the USA, and he gets deplatformed many times for basically asking a few questions. And there was I think it's Senator Rand in the Senate was talking to Fauci's lawyers about why are they completely ignoring natural immunity. And he said there's an Israeli study. It's 2.5 million people were involved with this study, and it found that natural immunity in most cases, and also some cases, was 7 times stronger than any injection. So, and he asked why, because I think in America 100 million people have recovered from COVID. Why are these people being mandated to have this when they've already got natural immunity? It's all completely suspicious, and they wonder why there's hesitation. You know what I mean? When they start denying things like that.
Yeah, that's exactly right, mate. I mean, the PM over
Hello,
here
Matt
can't
Carrier,
exactly
by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
Sorry,
Mark.
That's all right. It's just over here, the PM will always go on and say, oh, this is a perfectly safe vaccine. That was 2 days after the lady dropped dead in the vaccination centre on Super Saturday. You know, there's a thing back in May from TV New Zealand where they say, don't worry about the COVID vaccination related deaths. They're talking about 2 deaths. And this was back in May, saying, don't worry about it. And, you know, if you vaccinate so many millions of people, then of course, you know, you're bound to get a couple of broken eggs, so to speak. Are you fucking kidding me? And that's where it should never be taken out of being a choice for somebody. Putting the Band-Aid on, that's what this is all about. Seeing what they can do, seeing how much they can push before there's pushback.
Well, I think they're pushing it too far
Cheers,
now.
mate.
They're going to come unstuck, mate. There's many people that know, you know, they've got a lot of suspicions of what's going on and stuff, and they're going to come unstuck in the end because that's my personal opinion, because people actually start thinking, well, you know, they're insulting people. Oh, go to Chelsea football ground and get your Chelsea and Tottenham. Oh, yeah, because I'm a Chelsea fan, I'm going to go to Chelsea and get it.
Do you think all this is running into a complete police state control? Do you think all this is going to run into a complete police state control system?
Of course, today.
Well, that's what they're doing. They're testing the boundaries and the fences.
Do you think this has got anything to do with the vaccine?
I do.
Yeah.
I think the vaccine was a tester. I do. And honestly, I've got a friend that has just started work for an American, you know, police force. I don't want to say which state, but either way, he has literally changed. He's changed his ways. And I said to him, do you not think you become a bit of a cunt? I'm sorry, just say like those words, but that's the truth. I was like, do you not think you've become a cunt? And he said no. He said, I've got to stop this. I've got to stop all these things happening. I said, if that was me and you having a row, do you think you would come in and go, it's classed as a fucking domestic. I handcuffed her, put her hands up behind her back. And he was like, well, she was black, so she most likely had a gun on her. And I was like, you are such a cunt. Do you not realise you're a cunt? But sorry for using that word. Because I
always thought cunts were useful personally, but you know.
Me too, mate. But hey, it depends. You know, I haven't seen one for ages, so I normally get on with people.
Do you know? Don't make me flash you in the private chat.
Sorry, I ain't seen one for ages.
No, but
sorry, what's a cunt again?
I was
useful.
Hang on, you had Henry Crinkle on a couple of times.
I can bring Henry Crinkle on right now if you want to.
Oh no,
I love Crinkle.
Can I just say
Crinkle's good.
I have never heard of Crinkle in my life, and until
right, well, I'll tell you what.
The legend, I want to hear.
I'll tell you what, because I don't dislike him. I don't dislike him, so I'm going to bring Crinkle on because I'm going to bring him on.
Please do.
Are you doing my old chewing gum guy?
Let me stop.
How strong your jaw must be.
Yeah, what's happening, man? Fucking hell, Dino.
Right.
All I want to do is chill and have a chat, you know what I mean? I ain't going to cause havoc or anything.
Yeah, you said that every time. Every single fucking time you said that. Well, crack on with your chat.
Seriously, though, like, I've been on so many streams since I last came on one of yours. I've been good. Ask Mark next to me, that way.
Yeah, Kelly.
Have I or not?
Dino, he was on Cop Watchers and we had a good debate. He has been good. He has been good. I've seen him a couple of times.
I've been on buzzes.
Crinkle, look.
Hello,
everywhere.
Henry.
Yeah.
You alright, Tara? How's it going, man?
Lovely to meet you.
Yeah, and you too, man. Aight. So what's the crack, man?
Crinkle, I've got my suspicions about you, though. I do think you're an actual a provocateur, not an agent provocateur, because that would mean someone's paying you. But I do think you deliberately come on these lives to provoke a reaction of some sort. You know, you call us all anti-vaxxers, all conspiracy theorists, all anti-government, all anti-police, which is, I'm none of the above.
Okay, well, no, not necessarily. Like, I agree with a lot of what people say, and I actually agree with them. Like Bear Britain audits, we was agreeing the other day. He couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe that I actually agree with him.
It must have shocked him.
No, but I'm on it. I like to provoke debate, but it usually ends up in a big argument. So it depends who I'm talking with. You know what I mean? Like, I went all night on buzzes twice from 9 p.m. till 6 in the morning. And they're all like, we're all just debating, like talking. He loves it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw you with Welshie. I met Welshie a couple of times at the lockdown protest. A nice guy, Welshie. I know he insulted you a bit once, but I think he's even grown to.
I know he has. Yeah. It's water off a duck's back anyway, man. People control.
I know that.
It don't matter to me, you know what I mean? But
Can I ask you a question? Why do you have the cap and the sunglasses on?
It's my online persona, basically.
Because when you call the sunshine's on
he
you
thinks he
24
looks
hours a day.
cool.
No, it's like Luke's
I
already
understand
copied
what
me,
persona means.
and all the Americans seem to wear the same clobber. So
I could do that as well.
It's like my icon, my emoji or whatever. Like when you see glasses and a hat
I've never
backwards,
seen it, to be honest.
And the washing behind, you know what I mean? No one can imitate this stuff. You know what I mean?
Crinkle, can I just say, I have imitated it in real life. I've got that pile of iron, just the same.
Have you? You
Just
see,
at the moment.
you know. That's what I always say, man.
And if you know, you know. Is that what you say? So, which area are you from?
London, man. Camden Town in London.
I was gonna
right in the middle, northwest one. Which
Camden's all right. I like Camden. I went there a couple of times. It's all right. The market is superb.
It's like right in the centre of London.
Oh, right. No, I know. I've seen.
I had a boat, Crinkle.
I've heard the Beatles song Camden Town. Do you know what I mean?
Right, what's that on your head? You look like a rusky.
I had a boat, Crinkle, and I used to go through Camden, and it was before the lockdowns. We used to go under that bridge through the Camden Lock there, and it was pretty. Yeah, I did a little cruiser. I'm going to get another one soon, because when I first got it, because I live in the city, I always took it out to the countryside, like go Uxbridge Way. And then I decided I'll go Camden Way one day. And what a trip it is. You go through the Maida Vale Tunnel, go past London Zoo, and you get to Camden. And it's a special day. Everyone I brought up there said it was one of the best days they had that year. And then the lockdown messed it all up because they shut all the locks down because of it.
Right. Yeah, it's a nice trip, man. I've been on a longboat journey along the canal through all them locks. So yeah, it's nice, like being actually on the boat side of things. You know what I mean?
Did you do the canal?
Have you stopped on your scooter recently?
No, man. I ain't even been stopped on it once yet. The most.
You told me you got chased.
Yeah, I didn't get stopped though, did I? But most people who stop me are people in supermarkets asking, "Where'd you get that? How fast it go?" Blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Crinkle, do you never get any abuse off anyone? Like, they're illegal.
Of course, man. Yeah, all the time. Like,
all the time. I get it.
Not so much now, but I had a big argument with some fucking idiot in the supermarket one day. I was just dumping my shopping, and I was wheeling it out, and this guy pulls up in a Jaguar. Like, I didn't know what he pulled up in to begin with, but he came in to use the toilets. He said, "You know they're illegal, don't you?" And I can't remember the exact altercation, but I said, "Well, I'm doing my bit for the planet and all that." He got enraged by that. Like that, I swear. And like I said, I'm just doing my bit, you know what I mean? It's like I don't give off no emissions. And then I walked out, and they said, some guys said, "Oh yeah, he's pulled up in a Jag." So when he came out, I said, "Oh, look what you're driving," because he said, "Oh, that's fucking bollocks." Like when I told him why I got it, you know what I mean, to help save the planet. That's one of the reasons, you know what I mean. He said, "Oh, that's fucking bollocks." And then I said, "Oh, well, look at the emissions you're putting out with that fucking thing." He didn't like that, you know what I mean? I followed him out the car park from Morrison's, all down the street. And that. I was just going, "Oh, yeah." So, yeah.
Oh, I had one crinkle. Same thing.
Leaning out of car windows, you know, like drunk. Shouldn't be on the road, you know what I mean? So, fuck off.
I had one crinkle in the supermarket as well, and the guy, as I was wheeling it through, I said to him, I see him looking down at him, looking down at me like I was some sort of, you know, criminal or something. Anyway, as I went to get past him, I said, "Excuse me," 3 times, and he ignored me 3 times. And for some reason, it really pissed me off. And I got outside of the supermarket and I made a roll up. I waited, and he come out. I was on the other side of the road, and he was just staring at me. So I said, "What's the matter, mate? Well, what's going on here?" And he went, "Were you talking to me?" And I went, "Yeah, I am." And he come walking over, stocky chap. He come right up to me, and I said, "First of all, don't fucking walk up to me like you're lining me up for something." And he went, "No, I wasn't. I went, "Yes, you was, mate." Anyway, we ended up getting talking, and he was, because when they say to me, you know, they're illegal, I say, "Yeah, so what?" And that really gets to him. And he went to me. He went to me because I've nearly been run down by him by a couple of times by you sort of people. I said, "Listen, I ride mine sensibly, you know, and it's a great mode of transport for me." And I goes, "And if people do ride them sensibly," then he started going on about insurance. And I said, "Well, if a cyclist hits you, what are you going to do then?" It's the same thing, same principle.
This is what we went into with that.
Same principle. Anyway, it ended up Crinkle took each other's hands and walked away. It was quite, you know, ended up quite amicable.
That's
but at one point, I thought it wasn't. I was ready for him anyway. I'd just come out of the gym, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. Just what you said there, it went to that. Like, I drive it sensibly. What's the problem? And he was like, "Oh, bollocks!" You know, just didn't want to hear nothing.
Well,
I said all that as well.
I'm going to remember that one next time. I'm going to remember that next time when they say something to me. I'm going to say, "I'm saving the planet." So thanks for that.
Remember to ask them.
Your car's probably killed more kids.
Meeps, if you're still around, Meeps.
What?
I hope you come in later and play some music, mate. Thank you.
I really do.
What you guys should say, especially if there's some guy like that with yelling out bollocks to you, is just go, "Look, mate, are you suffering from a bad sexual experience last night or something?" And just leave it to that, you know.
Yeah. I always get bloody van drivers as well bibbing, saying, "Get off the road, get off the road." Like, I've had that yesterday, and a few days ago. Like, happens weekly, you know what I mean? But now, I just point to the ones going by, like the legal ones, because they're in Camden. There's like every second there's someone going by on one. Just point. They are legal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you guys not have cycle lanes?
Yeah. The problem over here is people driving on the pavement. So I drive mine in the road, and if there's I prefer to be in the road, to be honest. Just keeping up with the traffic is safer. I find it safer. Being a road user my whole life. Like on 2 wheels and 4, it's like.
Can I just say, are you from England?
From England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So it
can't
sounds.
drive. You can't drive that shit on the road.
Well, you
There's
can the
no-
higher one.
No, there's mothers with prams with newborn babies just because you find it safer. Fuck you.
Yeah, but they're
Use the fucking
they're not
road
in the
like everyone
road.
else.
Well, no,
They're
you
not
know
in
the
the road.
higher.
So should I use my pram in the road because
Well, no,
you
you
want to
know
be
the
a cunt?
higher ones. Yeah, no.
Sarah, calm down.
Sarah, you know the high. Do you know the legal hire for hire scooters? You actually have
Yeah.
to ride those in the road. You're not allowed on the pavement with them. So,
Yeah. So why?
so there you go.
I know you say you prefer to ride them in the road. That's fine.
Well, the road is for road users who have vehicles, not for prams. That's for the pavements for them. So I don't ride on the pavement. So I mean, if they want to cross the road, they should follow the green cross code like everybody else.
That's
go to-
fine, but when you've got a pram and a newborn baby, you're not thinking about the green grass code. You don't
Well,
expect some cunt
they
to come
should
zipping
be.
up on a scooter.
It should be if you're pushing a kid around.
Well, I mean, I'm always courteous and
What?
stop for people with prams if they
To
want to
read
go
a book
across.
before you have a baby in Kiwi.
If they want to
No.
cross on the zebra crossing, I'll stop for someone with a pram. And if it's just a normal person, if there's nothing behind me, I'll just go across and let them go after me. So
No, exactly. That's cool. That's cool. And do you know what? Just go about your business as long as you're being safe with other people.
oh yeah,
and
I always
respect.
do. Yeah.
It's just a basic case of respect. That's all it is. There shouldn't have to be a
Yeah.
book about it. You shouldn't have to
Exactly.
read a book
That's right.
to go, how this is how you respect another human being.
Yeah.
If you see a mother with a baby in a pram, you automatically slow down or get out of their way. If you see an
I'm
old
more
person,
wary of a mother with a
That's it.
toddler who can run out into the road at any moment. Not
oh,
a pram.
God, yeah.
Like like prams don't really
Yeah.
put me on edge or alert. Rather, a
Prams
toddler
don't
will.
phase
Well,
you.
Exactly.
Prams
I-
don't phase you.
The problem in Camden, and it's in the local paper, is that there's like blind people and all that who are worried about the scooters on the pavement, who just come up behind them and go by them, and people have been knocked over in parks and on the pavement. If you're in the road
not
with all the cars, you're all right.
Anybody else's fault that you're blind, and I'm sorry to say that, but it's
I know,
nobody
I know.
else's fault.
That's why I'm against driving on the pavement or people who do drive on the pavement.
Oh no, I'm not.
In the main
I just-
streets down here in Auckland, they actually have got the dotted white line on the pavement to keep people that are going that way and that way. So
It
there's
must
a
be.
line for social distancing to keep people away from each other. But
Oh,
the scooters also use them.
So it's legal then to ride on the pavement on a scooter.
Yep.
Yeah, must be if there's lines. Yeah.
Yeah.
No law.
Well, it's common sense and moral. Like Zara said, look, I go through as many parks and cemeteries as I can because obviously they're illegal. But if I see a dog walker or a mother with kids, I slow completely down. I'll even get off it because some dogs will veer in front of it. So,
Just
I'll
like a
slow
horse.
down. And that's just being morally correct, isn't it? You see a kid what could run in front of it, so you're better off just getting off it and wheeling it as you go past the kid. So that's correct what Zara says there.
It's the same as if you're coming up behind a horse on the road.
Do you know what? That's a natural thing. That's an instinct that's within you,
Yeah,
and it's
Exactly.
within you. You don't have to be told. You don't have to be taught. That
You
is
see,
just naturally within you. That's
you see,
it.
on,
Yeah.
on the road, the natural thing to do is for the woman pushing or person pushing the pram to be wary of the traffic. So the onus
Of
is on
course
them if you're in the
they'll-
road. But obviously,
No.
you've got to
It's
take
not
it
on
into
them.
account.
They will get out of your way, but it's still within your respect to get out of their way. So if
well,
you both do
there's
the same
only-
thing, nothing happens. No
there's only
danger
certain-
happens.
Well, I mean, that's why we have traffic lights and all that. I mean, if a woman
Why?
or
No,
person
why do we
wants
really
to
have
push a
traffic lights?
pram across a road when it's not at a crossing, then they're taking a bit of a risk. You know what I mean? Doesn't
So,
matter
hang
what.
on. Let's stop and take a minute and think back. When did we get traffic lights? When did they deem us that fucking stupid that we have to stop? We don't look at traffic enough. We don't look left and look right. We are
Well,
that dumb that we need
That's it.
3 flashing
not just
lights to tell us when to cross. It is just
It's
to
the,
help you with
the
that.
volume of traffic. It can be for lots of ways, for controlling traffic
No, but
speeds and,
when
and
did-
It's controlling traffic flow mostly,
No,
yeah.
but
And
it
do you
would
know
be-
what? In London, right, they've got a supercomputer that controls the traffic lights, and like it can figure out when it gets, reports from London, and if certain roads are quiet, it can change the light patterns
What's his
in
name?
other
Vinny
places in
Exactly.
London
I'll be honest though,
to
I've
keep the
never.
traffic.
Can I just say one thing?
If you go to
Didn't-
India, they got no
Dinny
nothing.
Carr said, "What if I
Everyone
saw a
just beats
sheep?
their horn.
You don't-
If you mean a human sheep, I'd probably run it down."
Do you know what? I friggin' love India, but I'll be honest, I've been to London only once because my brother lives there, and I was like, oh my god, I hated it. Everybody was rude. They pushed me kids on the underground and nearly chinned somebody. I was like, literally, I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna fucking strangle you unless you apologise to my kid right now. She pushed them to get on the tube. Is it called
Oh,
the
I see,
tube?
right.
The
Tube
underground
train.
station. Everybody's horrible. Why are they so horrid? Why?
Well, that's what it's like in big
I've
cities.
never met. No, well, I've never gone there, and I never wish to go there again.
Yeah, it can be like that in
Do you think
cities.
that's why people deem you as a bit horrible? To be honest.
Nah, it's just I disagree with people on a lot of things, and it always ends up in an argument. So I'm always kicked off and labelled the bad guy, but